In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hello, my favorite people in psychic astrology, mediumship world. How are you doing today? We need to finish up with this whole what is your ex thinking? No one is telling me how they feel about these readings, so I don't know if I should continue with what does your ex think about you. Do you all care? Oh, look at this. How astronomy is that? Yeah, astronomy. I think. How are you all doing? We are doing Aries. We are doing your sun, your moon, and your rising. And what does your ex think about you during Mercury Retrograde, Leo? Now, you might say, oh, well, Tracy, it's over. But there's more. The worst part about Mercury retrograde is, drumroll please, the end. It ain't over until Mercury says it's over. And Mercury can be a little bitchy. Mercury's all about communication. And so if Mercury missed something in the 4 weeks because you kept your control and because you already knew this is Mercury retrograde, I'm going to keep quiet. I'm going to sit right over here in the corner. I'm not going to do anything. I'm an Aries. I know I can knock shit around like, a big old elephant in a glass porcelain shop. Aries, that's you. I'm not calling you an elephant. I'm saying you fuck shit up and you don't care. That's the funny part about Aries. So your mouth is like, whatever. My point to you is, it ain't over. It's not over until we say it's over. That's the psychics, the mediums, the astronomers, it's over on the 18th, right? Because what happens is Mercury was kind of moving backwards more than moving forward. When it goes direct, the day that it goes direct, it's still kind of moving backwards, trying to reprocess moving forward. And so at some point, it just kind of does nothing, right? It's like an avoid, does nothing. And then it starts to move forward, but the forward is just as slow as the backwards, right? It doesn't speed up. It stops. It looks around. Am I safe? Okay, now I'm going to start to walk again, but I haven't walked in 4 weeks. So now I need to walk ever so slowly. But if somebody makes me mad, I'm about to blow shit up. That's Mercury retrograde direct. That's why look at all kinds of fingers. That's why we wait until August 18th. It was over the 11th, but we always give it an extra week. Now, you may not have also known we gave it an extra week prior, because I did all these readings and people are like, oh, Mercury retrograde started already. Right, because we were in a shadow period. So this is shadow period ending. There's a shadow period beginning. You know what? Fuck it. We're like in Mercury retrograde for like 10 months out of the year straight. I'm just kidding. Please, God, talk to me. Oh, I got my cards back, which is tarot. Please, God. I love these cards. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about, I'm so happy to have them back, about Mercury retrograde in Leo for Aries. Did it? Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Mercury retrograde in Leo for Aries. They're your children. They're your loves. They are your beloveds, Father God. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen, amen, amen. I figure I give you a nice feisty red, Aries, because I think that might be your color. Is it Mars red? Doesn't matter. This not red. That's like a burnished red, but it works for you. It works. I promise you. That's too much. Oh, that's too much. As much as I'm a big personality, that all of that is too much. All right, let me see who else is here. Hi, Aries T. You must be Aries. This is for your sun, your moon, your rising. This is about your ex, not your current situation. Unless you're planning on making your current situation an ex, which is completely possible. Just call me for a reading and we're going to talk. By the way, calling me for a reading is just as easy as 213-458-7408. Okay. What is around Aries for the end part of Mercury retrograde? Dun, 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 dun. You know, Aries, you're such a go-getter. You're such a money maker. You don't sit on your ass. I think you are the type of person that pushes and pushes and pushes. And it looks to me that's what your ex is missing. They're missing that part of you that one watched how you just make money grow. You just did it. It is. You were that. You were that bitch. You were that nigga. Sorry. Um, and you're really, really good at watching money grow. But I gotta be honest with you. I think they also missed the fact that you would push them. They're like, man, he or she was rough, but at least they were rough for my greater good, right? I made money dealing with the Aries person, right? Y'all might have been engaged. Y'all might have been ready to get engaged. Y'all might have been newly married. Your ex, and I didn't get this with too many people, so I'm wondering how bad it's going to get, because your ex felt like they got victory with you. They won. They were like, they were the best that I could have wanted. So they're kind of like missing you. Oh, Aries, you were so generous with your ex. You don't believe in failure, and so you were generous. Y'all might have gotten married. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. And then everything went left. I think you may have discovered that your ex had mental illness. I think you may have discovered that they have mental illness and you were like, I can't. But I also think that the ex brought it out the bag, maybe just prior to moving in. This also could mean moving in, maybe prior to moving in, prior to marriage, prior to the engagement. I feel like your ex was holding it in, like his crazy, her anxiety, her mental illness, her crying all the time. Um, but look, I was watching Love Island, right? Story time, right? But it matters. I was watching Love Island season 6, and Ciara had just closed it off with Nick. And she came back, and all the girls helped her celebrate. Well, that night was dinner. And Ciara said, I don't even feel like wearing makeup. What? You don't feel like wearing makeup? One, you're in a goddamn TV show. Two, the whole dinner thing is about makeup. Like they use that time for filming and talking and making themselves, like there's a whole thing to this. And she's like, I don't even feel like wearing makeup. One of the other girls said, you got him now. You don't need to wear makeup. Mental illness. Now, you may ask, how the hell is that mental illness, Tracy? Because it's manipulating, it's trickery. Now that you got him, you want to go back to your old self. Even though, I'm sorry, I was cleaning today, even though he had never seen that person. So now you want to be who you always wanted to be while you were hiding behind wearing makeup, acting a certain type of way. The fact that she didn't wear makeup tells me that a personality, she did wear makeup, but the fact that she didn't want to wear makeup tells me there's another personality that's going to come through that Nick has never seen. That's what I think happened to you. That whoever you were with was keeping it together, keeping it cool. Might even have been a military person, letting you know how big and bad they were in the military, but not letting you know they got PTSD. Raise your hand and tell me in the comments how many people married a military person that later told you about PTSD, because that's huge. This is like that, right? Mental illness, I don't even care if they got diagnosed. I'm just saying somewhere this ain't cool, right? But he felt like he got jackpot. He was the winner here. You understood at some point, Aries, that you were free to go. This card represents leaving, ending, telling everyone that you're ending. You weren't even afraid to be like, oh no, that lasted a month or whatever. Could have lasted like 20 years, doesn't matter. But you're definitely confused by his or her mental illness, because what you got in the beginning is what you want to see, but you're not getting it again. So you just keep waiting for that part that you got in the beginning. But when's that going to show up? Never. Never. It's gone forever. But you kind of know that. That's why we're doing this X reading. You had to stay strong to see like how bad this was. And certainly I feel like you didn't get the support you needed. So you kind of had to freeze up on everyone. And maybe you might have had to like move in silence or not tell anyone, because if you told too many people, then maybe you would wind up with domestic violence. All right. Um, so it's very important to understand what I am talking about. And I feel like you gave a lot, Aries. And yet I don't think it was good enough, especially if someone can't see how much effort you're putting in. I feel like it wasn't enough. All right. They are missing you, Aries. They are hella missing you. They y'all were supposed to be a family. I'm not encouraging you to go back to this person. I feel like you had to leave with your tail between your legs, or you had to send the person off kind of like whimpering. There was childish emotions. There were money issues. And you guys, did you guys even talk? I get the feeling here that there's a lot of silence, especially after y'all moved in together. There was a lot of silence. I mean, their true colors came out. Like who you saw was the original person. They just wanted to land on you, Aries. I'm so sorry. There's another fire sign, um, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, that looked like she was everything to you. Definitely looked like that. But this person was a lot of work for you. A lot of work. This person kept you busy emotionally, financially. Like it was too much. Um, Money was an issue. Either they didn't make enough money, or you thought that their motivation for making money didn't come across well. There was a lot of bickering. Oh, it was going to get violent. Oh, over money. It was about to get violent over money. Um, Maybe for some of you, it did get violent over money. Wow. I feel like at some point y'all had moved in together, but I feel like maybe Aries, you had to leave for a while. Maybe you had to leave. And once you left, it gave you some time to process what the hell this was, and you realize that it's over. It's completely over now. So sorry. You were fooled. You feel like you were fooled, especially if there's an earth sign woman here. Um, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person led you to believe that they were coming with some finances and making it like perfect, but they were actually leeching off of your development, your career, your money. Wow. For some of you, um, your ex seemed to have had a choice. Um, it seems like there was somebody else there while they were dating you. You were the better choice, don't get me wrong, but I feel like there was a question as whether or not they gave up the other choice. Certainly came as a knight in shining armor and left like with its tail between its legs and did not offer anything that they promised. There's also a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius woman here that came with children. Um, Certainly with its feminine wiles, but there's something about maybe the child is special needs and you didn't understand the severity of the special needs, meaning it's a 24/7 job. And I don't think you completely understood what that looked like. I also get the feeling that the special needs child was going to be promised to stay with the grandmother. And then the grandmother was like, take your child. Like there might have been an agreement that they wouldn't keep the child past a certain age. And the grandmother was like, no, I'm good. But you didn't tell the partner. The partner didn't tell you. I'm sorry. The partner didn't tell you that there was a different agreement. And so when you got married, then it was like, oh, the child has to come live with us. And that was nowhere in the agreement at all. So I feel like somebody lied. I'm still getting some mental illness here. Nine of Swords can represent some mental illness in terms of how well they process information or how they process the information to you. So I feel like it was half truths, half lies. Like the whole story wasn't told. It's like, no, I didn't lie. Or I didn't say anything, but I didn't lie. That kind of ridiculousness that a lot of people do like to pull. Some of you all, there's a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces woman that tried to get pregnant on you, might be pregnant right now, got your money, sabotaged you, but it's still your ex because you are not the crazy one. But there's a baby coming. So for some of you, I get this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius man who was just straight up bone lied about everything. Just lied. Lied about his status, lied about his career, lied about whether he owned a house, like just you just straight up liar. Um, a decision needed to be made. You did make the right decision. There's an earth sign man. Oh, the earth sign man is sneaky. He's sneaky. You had to leave the earth sign man. Sneaky and sneaky with his finances, no less. Oh, look at this. Earth sign man comes again, sneaky with his finances. Didn't tell you something, the truth about their finances, and you had a choice. You had a choice, and this bum won. If you don't mind me calling him a bum, I'm sorry. There's a question as to whether or not you were dating someone who brought home the money, um, had a new beginning, probably has been in jail. Probably. The justice card tells me this person was most likely in jail. New beginning, but it's making is making its money illegally. Uh, some of you met your relationship at work and y'all still work together. So I'm sorry, Aries. Go to work and act like he don't exist. And in the future, you don't shit where you work. It smells. And it happened way too fast for you to know what a bad guy this guy is. For others, there's a fire sign male, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, flashed its money around. You might have even known the Aries. Like you might have felt Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You might have even been like, I'm comfortable. I know this guy. The families know each other, and he was still a bum. I don't know if he was a bum, but he definitely was a fuck up. Ooh, child. Somebody got pregnant here. Ooh, or somebody tried to get you pregnant. Look at this. There's there's an ex out here, Aries, that had multiple partners. My new word is community D. Multiple partners. And let me tell you something, Aries. Men and women. This person was 100% fluid. 100%. And when they got with you, like there was something about tricking you that made it more exciting. Like they did it on purpose, but also wanted to live up to the expectations of what you expected. Um, there's also something here, Aries, where there was a choice between a water sign man and a air sign woman. So waters, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And if it's not that sign, it is someone that was just so emotionally kind to you. And an air sign woman, and this person is a go-getter, maps their career out, something that Aries likes, like you like that, and emotional person, I don't think came with children, but the man, but the woman may be coming with the child. Now, the child's not the problem. It's whether or not Aries, a mushy, sensitive type of personality, was something that you need today. I think you're like, I need more, I need more. And that's what the woman, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, gave. And I feel like that's what you chose. All right. So, I get a fire sign male that you may have been dating, but child, they were so secretive. And I feel like there was another woman funding, because I get this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn woman that might have been financially funding in a very sneaky kind of way, um, your ex. The bottom line here is that you're looking for love, and in a weird, like, I want to be really fair. I feel like you caught love. I think your ex liked you. I think at least they thought they were in love with you. Maybe if that helps. But you're looking for that love. And unfortunately, it did not show up in your ex. My prayer for you is that you didn't go too far. But according to the cards, this was moving in, engagement, marriage. And then all the pillow came out. The phone came out of the pillow. And when you tried to like put it back into the original person that you met, they couldn't show up like you had hoped. Where's my card? Oh, yeah. I can't find the book to my other deck of cards, and I'm not going to worry about it. It always shows up later. Sometimes maybe this deck of cards just need a break. So I'm just going to give it a break. Seems like what it's asking for. Hi, Colton. Hi, Noel. Oh, thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. We're doing Mercury Retrograde Shadow because y'all think this is over. It ain't over. It ain't over until the shadow says it is. And the shadow is worse. So let me find your final outcome here. I'm just going to flash it for now. Peace. Let me use this card to see some final words on what your person was thinking. Oh, and Queen Goddess, when I said PTSD, it was as an example. The military was an example because a lot of guys and women are traumatized in the military and can be diagnosed, but then come out and be like, oh, I'm normal. And then you discover later that they have PTSD. I use the military because they do hide the PTSD there. All right. The first card that I'm getting is the timing just wasn't right for us. Well, that's romantic. Not for you, Aries. The next card that I'm getting is just being near you is intoxicating, which I believe that to be true. I think you have a magnetic personality. And I think that the person that is your ex finds themselves weakened when they have to have conversations with you. And that is like so uncomfortable. I hide behind material things. And I think this person was trying to hide behind a lot of material things. Your final outcome is peace. Your final outcome is I need peace. Number 23, which is a number of change. Freedom from attachment. Radical accepting your situation. It doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind. A heart fulfilled. Freedom from wanting the person to be better. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. accept that it's over. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Please let me know if you'd like me to elaborate on anything that I'm doing today. Please let me know at 213-458-7408. I am open for readings right now. Bye, guys.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I'm sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.